Good morning, everybody. This is Donald Blondaw, Hall of Fame veteran, sports cards and collectibles, coming to you live from Arlington, Washington, with a awesome. Okay, I see the way it does it when I do that. Awesome. So just as a reminder for everybody, just so people are aware of this, I am on Facebook and YouTube Live. You got some reverb. I got some reverb going on. Let me just double check my volumes here. Let me double check some things here. Okay, yeah, I see that right there. Got that going on there, and this one. Is that a little bit better there, John? Does that sound much better, or was I just talking too loud? All right. So we might see some people show up that might be on Facebook Live, and that is fine. We will do that still the same. That is interesting. Let me see if I'm wondering why that's doing that. It should be okay. Are we still getting that, John? We shouldn't be getting the reverb, because I do have the let me check something real quick here. I don't see any reason why it should be doing that, but then again, I'm no electronics expert either. But let's see if okay, it does sound a little better now. Okay. All right. Well, we'll kind of go with it as we do go through the flow. I will continue moving forward. Let me get back to that. And John, you definitely are the first for the free giveaway for the month of September in the live chat. Thanks for popping in here. I see you were on earlier. Do appreciate that. Oh, come on. Let's see. Let me go from here to the left. There we go. Get John into our Wheel of Names for the month of September giveaway. Sorry for the little bit of shakiness stuff there, but we will get moving and roll right along here. So I would like to ask a special favor, if those that are on Facebook, if you could just put a comment into the chat, that would be appreciated. You could put a comment into the chat, that way I'll know that my Facebook feed is working also, just for future reference. All right, John, I've got you into my Wheel of Names for the month of September giveaway. All right. So my little information there states that I'm going live on Facebook in 3 minutes. Got that little notification on my phone. So we will see how things work. And if it's not working on Facebook, I can work on fine-tuning that at a later date. But just so everybody does know, for our main content for today, we're going to go through this 1993 Denny's Grand Slam Saturday baseball card set. 28 cards in this set. We'll go through them in sections of 7 cards apiece. And as we do each of the 4 groupings, I'll bring them front and center here. Go over and read the information about each baseball player and how many Grand Slams they had as of 1993. and read off some of the stats about that. Okay, so this is set review number 3 out of 7 in the series for the Denny's Grand Slam baseball card series. They went from 1991 through 1997. In case people are wondering how the Denny's baseball card set went, I do have in my collection all 7 baseball card sets for this particular product. So we will be continuing on in this series for about a month or so more. Next week will be the 1994 set. So we've got about 2 more minutes before we get into our content on hand, and we will go over this baseball card set. From what I can tell so far, I don't see anybody on YouTube yet. I don't see any YouTube participants yet in the feed, but that is okay. We do have 7 watching. 4 thumbs up. 4 thumbs up. If you can, give me a thummies up, thummies up, thummies up for me. And we will see how things go today. Alright, got about 1 more minute to go, and we will be on top of things here. Alright, I don't see anything on my channel yet. Gave me a 10-minute warning. Oh, Jonathan Myers possibly might hop in and say hello here. Likes your post, 1993 Denny's Grand Slam Saturday set. Alright, so we may get some people. Oh my word, my wife popped in here. She must be on a break. That's my little bell ringer there for whenever I get a super chat or a super emoji that comes in. Let me pop in here. Get this off. Let me get her in my wheel of names. And yes, as the disclaimer, my wife does not get included in the giveaway. She just likes to say hi sometimes. Okay. Let me get her. Uh-oh. And it looks like John chimed in too. Here's 2 for John. Got to get Johnny in here. Hey, you. Thanks, John. That is cute. Get these done real quick, and then we will get into our content at hand for today. Appreciate that, John. Did not have to do that, but I do appreciate that for sure. Let me get the file saved here for now, and we will continue on. Cards in My Car with Robert Posada, and I'm not flirting with Cynthia. With Cynthia. Oh, no problem. I don't think she'll be here too long. She's got to take off, so that will be very very interesting. She's at a ladies' conference over in Oak Harbor, so she must have just popped in real quick to say a quick hello. Okay. Well, I am single now, so I need to go to a ladies' conference. Haha. John, No, a ladies' conference means ladies only. Men aren't included. That's why I had to stay home and she had to go over there with the ladies. All right, so we are going to get ready. I'm just getting some things tied up with my wheel of names. All right. Let me get everything set up here. Alright, gotta go back to my meeting. See you this afternoon when I return back home. Alright, sweetheart, you take care and have a good time this afternoon. I'm sure you'll get back when you're done with everything. But that is cool. Alright, so without further ado, now that we had some super chat interactions here, let me go ahead and move these sets up here, and we'll go through each of these cards one by one as we get into everything along the way here. Oh, sorry, I'm checking on something real quick here. I don't know if the other one is working or not, but we will see momentarily here. I'm just checking on one other thing before we get into our content at hand. Let's see here. Oh well, somebody will have to type something in the chat to see if I am live on Facebook and YouTube. I have no way of knowing until somebody types something into the chat. So we will, let me just refresh my chat here, make sure we are good to go there. And all right, we will get into our content at hand here. So our first one in our 28 card set we're going to go through is, let me see if Jonathan Myers commented on your post. All right, are you able to comment in the chat here, John, or Jonathan Myers? I think Jonathan Myers, I did get a slight posting there. No YouTube. No, I think on Facebook it'll just, well, I don't know. It's been so while since I've done it this way. At least I know I am on YouTube, and we are going to get into this collector series, card number 1 of 28 for 1993 Upper Deck limited edition. Chili Davis with the California Angels Grand Slam series. If I get it at the right angle, you can probably see the holographic picture there. All right. But Chili Davis with the Angels, career Grand Slams as of 1993. After a 2-year tour of duty with the Minnesota Twins, Chili Davis returned to the state where he spent the first decade of his major league career, signing with the California Angels for the 1993 season. The National League record holder for most games with a home run from each side of the plate, 3. Davis has already given Angels fans a sample of his considerable switch-hitting power. He spent 3 years with the team in 1988 through 1990, during which he led the club in RBI twice. The Anaheim faithful never got to see him go deep with the bases full, however, as both of his career Grand Slams have come for the San Francisco Giants. His first was more than 10 years ago, on June 19, 1982, off Atlanta's ace reliever Steve Bedrosian. The next was also a long time ago, but it was definitely one for the scrapbook. His June 27, 1984 Grand Slam was a pinch hit homer that lifted the San Francisco Giants to a 14-9 triumph over the Cincinnati Reds. So that is our first Grand Slam player in this 28 card set. Let me put him on the back right here and move on to card number 2. Card number 2 is Eric Anthony with the Houston Astros. All right, get that little reflectiveness in there and try and get the hologram picture. There you go. You can see the little hologram picture they got in there. All right, Eric Anthony with the Houston Astros, career Grand Slams. He's got 2. Taken as a potential power hitter by the Houston Astros in the June 1986 free agent draft, Eric Anthony flexed his considerable muscles all the way up the organizational ladder, leading his team in home runs twice in the minor leagues. 3 discouraging stints in the majors left Anthony with the knowledge that 1992 was make or break time. After Anthony proved himself by socking a team-high 19 homers, the only thing in danger of being broken was the team record for Grand Slams in a season, which ended up tying with 2. The first came in July 27th in a July 27th game against the National League champion Braves. With the games tied 1-1 in the top of the 11th inning, Anthony drilled Alejandro Peña's 2-out pitch for a game winner. Facing the Philadelphia Phillies 35 days later, Anthony ripped a Jay Baller offering for the second slam of his career, putting the Astros on top 8-2. So there we go. Eric Anthony with the Houston Astros, having 2 Grand Slams in his career to this point. All right. Let's see. John says, have to go. Let my dog out. Be right back. Okay there, John. Cards in my car with R. Posada says he's here. Hope everyone is having a great day. I think we are so far. Let me get into card number 3 here. See if we can get that. There's that hologram shot there. I can see it reflecting in the camera there. So Ricky Henderson with the Oakland Athletics. Up to this point in his career Grand Slams were at number 1. You wouldn't normally consider Ricky Henderson one of the Bash brothers, but his power credentials place him among the most lethal bats in the Oakland lineup. Baseball's all-time stolen base king has gone deep 199 times in his big league career, including a personal best 28 homers in his 1990 American League MVP season. The major league record holder for home runs leading off the game, Henderson's position in the batting order precludes him from hitting many Grand Slams, but he has managed one in his standout career. On Independence Day in 1991, the Athletics were just 2.5 games out of first place and were battling the divisional rival Rangers in the Texas Heat in Arlington Stadium. Rookie Gerald Alexander took a 2-0 lead into the 7th inning before loading the bases with 1 out. One swing from Henderson left the Rangers staring at a 2-run deficit. So there we have it. Card number 3 is Ricky Henderson with the Athletics. Moving on now to card number 4 is Joe Carter. Joe Carter's up to bat next here. Card number 4, Joe Carter, the Toronto Blue Jays Grand Slam card. All right, Joe Carter with the Toronto Blue Jays. Up to this point in his career, he had 6 Grand Slams, the major's leading RBI man over the past 7 decades with 772 driven home. Joe Carter has been bashing American League pitchers for nearly a decade. Despite clubbing 218 home runs in 9 American League seasons, however, Carter hit the 2 most recent Grand Slams of his career with the Padres in 1990. His only season in the National League. His first one came April 23rd, 1990, in his 7th game at San Diego's Jack Murphy Stadium. Carter staked the home team to the lead with a bases-loaded shot off Eric Gunderson in the first inning, and later in the game, Carter missed a chance at history when he singled with the bases loaded. Only 7 players have ever hit 2 grand slams in the same game. Carter's second slam of the season came August 4th, 1990, off Rick Mahler of the Reds at Riverfront Stadium. I knew it was gone because the first thing I saw was red center field. Eric Davis's back. Carter said of his slam, "When you see an outfielder's number, you know you hit it pretty good." So there we go. Joe Carter. Get the little hologram picture in there for card number 4 out of this 28 card set. All right. So let me do a refresh real quick here before we continue on. I got everybody in the chat so far. Moving on to card number 5, Terry Pendleton with the Atlanta Braves. Up to this point in his career, he had 3 grand slams. The recognized leader of the 2-time National League champion Atlanta Braves, Terry Pendleton, entered 1992 with 2 career grand slams, both of which had come while he was with the St. Louis Cardinals. The 1991 National League MVP followed up his phenomenal first season with the Braves by leading the league in hits with 199 and finishing second in RBIs with 105. In 1992, with a team-high 21 home runs, he brought his 2-year total with the Braves to 43, just 1 fewer than he hit in his first 7 seasons combined. He also added his first Atlanta Grand Slam to his list of accomplishments. On August the 8th, the Braves were riding a 7-game winning streak as they faced the Los Angeles Dodgers. With 1 out in the bottom of the 7th and the Braves on top, Pendleton removed any doubt about the outcome, turning the game into a laugher by clearing the bases with a shot off Roger McDowell. So there you have it. Card number 5, Terry Pendleton with the Atlanta Braves. Get that little angle there so you can see the holographic picture they have there in the background. So card number 5. Moving on to card number 6 in the first quarter of this set is Robin Yount, Hall of Famer Robin Yount with the Milwaukee Brewers. To this point in his career, in 1993, he had 3 grand slams. All right. So Robin Yount has had a Hall of Fame career, and he's not done yet. When Yount takes the field on opening day of the 1993 season, he'll be one of just 8 active 20-year veterans in the majors. On September 9th, 1992, Yount became just the 17th player in baseball history to collect 3,000 hits. But it was more than 12 years ago that one of Yount's 3 career grand slams just missed becoming a milestone. He had already been a major leaguer for 6 seasons when he hit his first grand slam on May 4th, 1980, and by mid-August he was closing in on the 1,000th hit of his career. He eventually collected it in the 4th inning against the Cleveland Indians on August 16, 1980. He followed with a grand slam later in the game, and if not for that 4th inning double, some fans in the stands would have had the ultimate souvenir, Yount's 1,000th hit and a grand slam to boot. So there you go. Card number 6 in this 28 card set is Robin Yount. And then card number 7, rounding up our first quarter in this 28 card set, is Ray Lankford with the St. Louis Cardinals. Ray Lankford with the St. Louis Cardinals. Get a little angle there with the reflection of the light so you can see the holographic picture. When you see these in person, you get a more respective feeling of everything that's involved in these holographic cards with the picture in the background and then the picture in the forefront. But Ray Langford with the Cardinals. Up to this point in his career, he had one career grand slam. Ray Langford is looking to add power to the Cardinals' reputation for running the bases. And as the 1992 team leader in homers, St. Louis's star center fielder is just the player to do it. One of only 5 National League outfielders to hit 20 or more home runs in 1992. Langford also led the center fielders on the senior circuit with 20 long balls. His 17th homer of the season was also the first grand slam of his career, and it came on September 13, 1992 at Busch Stadium, a place not known for being a home run park. Langford's three-game hitting streak was in danger of coming to an end as Jim Bullinger had held him hitless entering the bottom of the 5th inning. Langford unloaded the bases with what turned out to be his only hit of the day, leading the St. Louis Cardinals to a 10-3 victory and pushing his hitting streak to 4 games. So there you have it. The first 7 cards in this 28-card set for 1993 Denny's Grand Slam. We move the next 3 up here real quick, or the next 7. Let me get a sip of water here real quick, and we will continue on our adventure here. All right. So moving on to card number 8 in this set is Ryne Sandberg. Rhino. Everybody knows the Rhino. Ryne Sandberg, Hall of Famer. All right. Card number 8 of this 28-card set. And up to this point in Ryne Sandberg's career, he had 3 grand slams. The Cubs have always been famous for high-scoring affairs, and as one of the Cubs' greatest power hitters ever, Ryne Sandberg has certainly done his share to uphold that reputation. Sandberg, who in 1990 became the first second baseman since 1925 to lead the National League in home runs, has delivered 3 grand slams in his illustrious career and shut out the slam department his rookie season. He amended the situation his sophomore year, smacking a bases-loaded homer May 31st, 1983 against the Houston Astros in a 12-10 Cub loss. The Cubs had better luck next time, as it was a Sandberg homer that engineered a 10-8 come-from-behind triumph over the San Diego Padres on September 2nd, 1991. His only 1992 slam was offset when Pittsburgh's Jeff King also hit one in a 13-8 Pirates win. September 9th, 1992, the only National League game all season in which 2 grand slams were hit. Awesome. So there we go. Card number 8 in this 28-card set, Ryne Sandberg. Next up to bat here, and card number 9 is Darryl Strawberry with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Up to this point in Darryl Strawberry's career, he had 5 grand slams. All right. So the Los Angeles Dodgers signed free agent outfielder Darryl Strawberry for one reason: power. When healthy, Straw can be a one-man wrecking crew, especially late in the season after hitting the 5th grand slam of his 10-year major league career. Strawberry said, "It's August. This is the time for me." August and September had San Diego's Ricky Bones heard that quote before the August 21st, 1991 game with the Dodgers. He might have reconsidered his pitch selection with Strawberry. As it was, the 8-time All-Star right fielder punished the Padres pitching staff with one of the finest performances of his career. He not only slugged the grand slam off Bones, but also touched Rich Rodriguez for a 3-run homer with 7 runs batted in on the day. Strawberry finished just 1 short of the Los Angeles Dodgers record set by Ron Cey. So there we have it. Card number 9 in this 28 card set, Darryl Strawberry with the Dodgers. All right, moving on to card number 10 here. And our 28 card set is Marquis Grissom with the Montreal Expos. Marquis Grissom. This point in Marquis Grissom's career, he had 1 Grand Slam. The 2-time reigning stolen base king in the majors, Marquis Grissom makes his living stealing bases, not clearing them. Nevertheless, the 26-year-old, 190-pound Montreal center fielder clobbered the club's only Grand Slam in 1991. The Expos were stuck on a 7-game losing streak when they came to St. Louis for a showdown with the Cardinals on April 28, 1991. Things looked good for the visitors in the top of the 8th inning as they loaded the bases. It is doubtful anyone was thinking Grand Slam, however, because Grissom had only 4 homers in his first 2 big league seasons and had yet to hit one in 1991. He proved you don't necessarily need big muscles or a big swing to be a big hero as he emptied the bases for a Grand Slam boost to Montreal to a 9-6 win, breaking the losing streak. So there you have it. Card number 10 in this 28 card set is Marquis Grissom with the Montreal Expos. All right, moving on to card number 11 here. We've got Will the Thrill Clark. Will the Thrill Clark, if anybody remembers him back in the day. See, we can get him right there with the holographic picture look there. Will the Thrill Clark had 4 Grand Slams at this point in his career in 1993. So one of the greatest thrills in the game is a home run. Then a Grand Slam must be the ultimate thrill. Giants first baseman Will the Thrill Clark has done his part to live up to his nickname in his 7-year major league career. Clark has boomed 4 bases loaded homers, 1 in the playoffs during that time. And San Francisco has never lost any of those games. The first came May 28, 1989 off Mike Maddox and sent the Giants to an 8-5 victory over Philadelphia. The Phillies again suffered from a Clark slam July 14, 1991 as he chipped in to a 17-5 rout with a shot off Amalio Carreno. A little more than a month later, on August 20th, 1991, in the Astrodome, the Astros felt his power as Rob Malakote served up a gopher in a 9-3 Astros loss. Clark reserved his finest moment for the postseason, however, when, with a shot off the Cubs' Greg Maddux in 1989, Clark became the 5th player ever to hit a Grand Slam in a league championship series. So Will the Thrill Clark was card number 11 in this 1993 baseball card set. Next up to bat here, we've got Albert Bell. Albert Bell with the Cleveland Indians. You can kind of see that little holographic picture in the background there for Albert Bell with the Cleveland Indians. At this point in Albert Bell's career, he had 2 Grand Slams. The Cleveland Indians won't have to worry about a power shortage as long as Albert Bell is around. 4th in the American League in both homers and RBIs with 34 and 112 respectively, Bell is one of the game's hottest young talents. Since breaking into the majors in 1989, he has slugged 70 home runs in 347 games, an average of 1 round tripper every 5 games. In the same time, he has driven in 247 runs, giving him 1 RBI every 1.4 games. He helped both averages July 8, 1992, with the 2nd Grand Slam of his career and his first at Cleveland Stadium. Reliever Joe Grahe was on the mound for the California Angels and was threatening to wriggle out of a 2-out bases loaded jam in the 7th inning of a 4-4 tie. Bell won the battle and the Indians won the war as his blast lifted the club to an 8-4 victory. So there you go. Albert Bell, card number 12 in this 28 card set. All right, moving up next to bat. There we go. Edgar Martinez with the Seattle Mariners. Hey, there's Ray Chandra. How you doing there, Ray Chandra? Nice to have you in the live with us today. Appreciate you being here. Okay, don't forget again, thumbs up for me. Like, comment, subscribe to one of my videos. And when I see that comment in one of my videos, I will be sure and check your channels out. I possibly might be subscribed to Ray Chandra already, but if not, I will definitely check out your channel and hop on board your bus. And if those that are in the channel want to check her out, we'll put you on our club. But appreciate you being here, Ray. Thanks for stopping by. So card number 13 of 28 is Edgar Martinez with the Seattle Mariners. Up to this point in Edgar's career, he had one career Grand Slam. Edgar Martinez emerged as a legitimate star in 1992. He earned his first All-Star selection, tied for the American League, with 46 doubles and hit over 300 for the third consecutive season. By posting a .343 average, the Seattle third baseman became the first Mariners player ever to win an American League batting title. Martinez has also begun to blossom as a power hitter. He never hit more than 2 homers in a major league season through 1989, but in this decade, his yearly totals have grown from 11 to 14 to a career best 18 in 1992. On August 19th, he belted his first career Grand Slam. The shot didn't come in the Kingdome, as you might expect, but in Baltimore's New Park, Oriole Park at Camden Yards. The Mariners were leading 3-2 in the 4th inning when Martinez came up to the plate against sidewinder Todd Froworth. Martinez overcame the tendency to hit a ground ball against a sidearm pitcher and lengthened the lead to 7-2 in a game Seattle eventually won 10-8. So there you have it. Card number 13 of the 28 card set, Edgar Martinez. Hall of Famer Edgar Martinez. Next up to bat, we've got Benito Santiago with the Florida Marlins. Get the little angle there on the camera so that we can see the holographic picture in these Grand Slam cards back in the day. So Benito Santiago of the Florida Marlins, up to this point in his career, he had 3 Grand Slams. An experienced catcher who should help settle the young pitchers on the expansion Marlins staff. Former Padres backstop Benito Santiago should also anchor the Florida lineup with his powerful swing. The 1987 National League Rookie of the Year, he boomed 3 Grand Slams among the 85 homers he hit while with San Diego. Despite starting nearly every game when healthy, Santiago never wore down. All of his bases loaded blasts came in September, most recently in 1990. After getting off to his best start ever, he suffered a broken arm June 14, 1990. That put him out of commission until mid-August. He finally recaptured his home run stroke September 19, 1990. His 6th inning shot off Dodgers reliever Darren Holmes was not only his first home run since the injury, but also a grand slam that helped the Padres to a 9-0 victory over their intrastate rivals. So there you go. Benito Santiago with the Florida Marlins is card number 14 out of this 28 card set. So there we go. put those 4 cards there and bring the next 7 up to bat here for our Grand Slam Saturdays. All right, let me get a quick sip of water here. Then I'll do a refresh on my chats. And then we will continue on with our stream here. We do a refresh on my chats, so I don't want to miss anybody that pops in and we see show up in the chat. And so, other than that, let's move on with card number 15 in our 28 card set, who happens to be Eddie Murray. Eddie Murray, card number 15 out of 28 with the New York Mets. Up to this point in Eddie Murray's career, he's our big-time leader, I think, for now on these Grand Slam Saturdays. Eddie Murray had 17 Grand Slams in his career up to this point. The active Major League leader in Grand Slams with 15 entering 1992 season, Eddie Murray patted his lead and moved 2 steps closer to catching Lou Gehrig, who holds the all-time mark with 23. A quick glance at Murray's company atop the list demonstrates what remarkable feats he has accomplished. He moved into a tie with Hank Aaron and Babe Ruth and Dave Kingman with his first bases-loaded homer of 1992, which proved to be the game winner. On the list were Jamie Foxx and Ted Williams, both whom are Hall of Famers. Murray joined them in 3rd place on the all-time list with a slam September 4th at Riverfront Stadium off Tim Belcher of the Reds. Murray's bases-loaded heroics also helped him climb to the top of another impressive list. With 93 RBIs in 1992, he became the Major League's all-time leader in RBI by a switch hitter with 1,562, passing Mickey Mantle, who had 1,509. So Eddie Murray with the New York Mets had 19 career Grand Slams to this point in his career in 1993. Boom! This is a nice little hit for me. Cal Ripken Jr. Cal Ripken Jr. is our card number 16. No. Yeah, 16. 28 cards. Cal Ripken Jr. with the Baltimore Orioles. See if we can get a good shot of that one there. The big blue-eyed Cal Ripken Jr. there. All right. To this point in Cal Ripken Jr.'s career, he had 2 Grand Slams. The Baltimore Orioles' Iron Man for the past decade, Cal Ripken Jr. has come through for the team twice with the bases loaded. The first time came in his amazing rookie season in 1982 when he ran away with the American League Rookie of the Year honors. If voters needed convincing, they got it September 14th, 1982. Ripken Jr. went deep off Mike Morgan. Then, with the Yankees in the second game of a doubleheader. The next season was even better for Ripken as he earned the first of his 2 American League Most Valuable Player awards. The Orioles enjoyed equal success as they won the 1983 World Series. The All-Star shortstop also slugged his second Grand Slam, facing Tim Conroy of the Athletics on July 13, 1983. Ripken Jr. emptied the bases with a 4th-inning 2-out homer. He had been throwing me inside fastballs all night, Ripken Jr. said. It was the only one I hit good. So there we have it. Card number 16 out of 28. Cal Ripken Jr. with the Baltimore Orioles. All right, moving on to card number 17 out of 28. Gary Sheffield with the San Diego Padres. is our next one up to bat. Gary Sheffield, up to this point in his career with the Padres, he had 2 career grand slams. Acquired from the Milwaukee Brewers during the 1992 spring training, Gary Sheffield was finally able to showcase his talent and realize his full potential. He not only finished the 1992 season as the National League batting champion at .330, but he nearly won the Triple Crown as he finished 3rd in homers, 33, and 5th in RBIs with 100. Sheffield entered the season having never felt the excitement of hitting a grand slam, but in 1992, lightning struck twice. On June 18th at Candlestick Park, the All-Star third baseman led San Diego to a 9-4 win. He hit 2 home runs that day, both off the Giants' Trevor Wilson. The first was a third-inning 2-run shot, and an inning later he deposited his first career grand slam. Number 2 gave the Cincinnati Reds a 5-1 beating, with Sheffield's second inning bases-loaded homer off left-hander Chris Hammond providing the margin of victory. So Gary Sheffield with the San Diego Padres having 2 grand slams in his career up until this point. Moving on to card number 18. Card number 18 of this 28-card set is Dave Hollins with the Philadelphia Phillies. Get that little angle there so you can see the holographic image there on this card. Up to this point in Dave Hollins' career with the Philadelphia Phillies, he had 2 grand slams. The San Diego Padres wished they hadn't let third baseman Dave Hollins get away after watching him lead the Philadelphia Phillies with 27 home runs in 1992. But the Padres had received a taste of his skills the year before. San Diego originally drafted Hollins in the June 1987 free agent draft, but before he made it to the majors, the Phillies selected him in the 1989 Rule 5 draft. He finally made his way to San Diego's Jack Murphy Stadium on July 19, 1991. When the Phillies were in town and trailing 1-0 to the home team in the 6th inning with 2 outs and the bases loaded, Hollins clobbered a pitch to give the Phillies a 4-1 lead that held up for the victory. Hollins' second career grand slam came July 29, 1992, and also turned out to be a game winner. He unloaded on Lee Gutterman of the Mets in the 8th inning of a 2-2 tie as the Phillies went on to a 6-3 victory. So there you have it. Card number 18 of 28, Dave Hollins with the Philadelphia Phillies. Next up to bat is Andy Van Slyke with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Card number 19 of 28 out of this set. Andy Van Slyke with the Pittsburgh Pirates had 1 grand slam to this point in his career. One of the most versatile players in the major leagues, Pittsburgh's Andy Van Slyke has a package of power and speed that is unrivaled in the game. He was the only National League player to reach double figures in doubles, triples, homers, and steals in 1992. But that kind of potential never developed while he was with the St. Louis Cardinals earlier in his career. After joining the Pirates in a trade with the Cardinals in 1987, however, the Gold Glove center fielder showed the kind of skills that had prompted St. Louis to draft him 6th overall in the 1979 free agent draft. His breakthrough season included a .293 average, 34 steals, and 21 home runs to go along with his only career grand slam. That came on August 29, 1987, in a matchup with the Houston Astros. With journeyman reliever Larry Anderson on the mound, Van Slyke cleared the bases with a home run. So there you have card number 19 out of 28, Andy Van Slyke with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Card number 20, as we get close to the 3/4 mark in this set. is Juan Gonzalez with the Texas Rangers. Juan Gonzalez with the Texas Rangers. Card number 20 of 28. Up to this point in Juan Gonzalez's career with the Rangers, he had 1 Grand Slam. Juan Gonzalez has reached superstar status after only 2 full seasons in the major leagues. In 1992, he became the first Texas Rangers player ever to lead the majors in homers, slugging homer number 43 on the final day of the season to take the title. His total was 11, better than the franchise's previous single-season high of 32. Set by Larry Parrish in 1987. However, it was during the 1991 season that Gonzalez hit his only Major League Grand Slam. The Rangers held a 4-3 advantage over the hometown Indians on August 18, 1991. As the game moved into the 6th inning, Gonzalez got the better of Sean Hilligus, generating enough power to drive the ball out of the cavernous reaches of Cleveland Stadium and ensure the Texas victory. No Rangers player has ever hit a grand slam on the road since Gonzalez's shot off Hilligus. So there you have it. Card number 20 of 28 with Juan Gonzalez with the Texas Rangers. Moving on to card number 21 of 28 with John Valentin with the Boston Red Sox. John Valentin with the Boston Red Sox, career Grand Slams up to this point in his career was 1. Seattle second baseman Brett Boone had already belted his first career home run in the 3rd inning, so rookie Boston shortstop John Valentin knew he would have to do something special to get the attention of the Fenway Park crowd. On August the 22nd, with the Red Sox trailing 7-3 in the bottom of the 6th, he stepped up to the plate against Mike Schooler of the Mariners with none out. Valentin took Schooler over the wall for his first career home run, and the fact that it was the game-tying grand slam that was just the icing on the cake. As important as the home run was to Valentin personally, it had some significance to milestones for both teams as well. The slam was just one of Boston's major league leading 7 on the year, and also contributed to the Seattle season total of 10 grand slams allowed, a new major league record. So there you have it. Card number 21 of 28, John Valentin with the Boston Red Sox rounds out the first 3/4 of this set here. Moving on to our final 7 cards in this 1993 set here. Hopefully everybody is enjoying the content we're covering today as much as I like preparing it and sharing it with everybody. So card number 22 out of 28 is Joe Oliver of the Cincinnati Reds. See if we can get a good shot there of the holographic image there before I go to the back of the card. Joe Oliver with the Cincinnati Reds had 1 career grand slam at this point in his career. Always known as a top defense catcher, Joe Oliver improved his offensive resume in 1992, his first full season as Cincinnati's regular catcher. Oliver's .270 average marked a 54-point improvement over his 1991 output, and his 10 home runs were 1 fewer than his career high of 11 set in 1991. Oliver's only career grand slam came October 1st, 1991, in the heat of the National League West title chase. The victim was an Atlanta Braves team that was locked in a head-to-head battle with the Dodgers for first place. Unlike the rest of the senior circuit, Oliver was enjoying Atlanta's vaunted pitching staff and had victimized the Braves for 5 homers and 17 runs batted in. He maintained his hot hitting socking his final home run of the season, a grand slam that helped stake the Reds to a 6-0 lead in the opening inning. So there you have it. Joe Oliver, card number 22 of 28 in this 28 card set. Then next up to bat, here we've got, sorry about it, sticking together there. Card number 23 of 28. You can see this one's a Colorado Rocky, Dante Bichette. Dante Bichette is Bo Bichette's dad back in the day when he was playing ball, and now Bo Bichette is following in his dad's footprints. All right, so Dante Bichette with the Colorado Rockies. At this point in his career, he had one grand slam, the owner of one of the most powerful arms in the game. Dante Bichette was a swing to match, which will help him in the high altitude of Denver's Mile High Stadium. The Colorado Rockies liked Bichette enough to acquire him in exchange for Kevin Reamer, whom they selected in the first round of the expansion draft, who had hit 36 homers in the past 2 seasons. Bichette first showed his power in 1990 when he belted 15 homers and 349 at-bats for the Angels, an impressive average of 1 homer per 23 at-bats. Traded to Milwaukee in 1991, he belted another 15 homers, one which was his only career grand slam when the Brewers, trailing 8-4 after a Harold Baines grand slam in the 7th inning of a June 6, 1991 game against the Athletics. Bichette equaled Baines' feat and tied the score with an 8-inning homer off Bruce Walton. So there you have it, Dante Bichette with the Colorado Rockies, card number 23 out of 28. Haley Deegan, NASCAR fan and Cardinals fan, 1991. How you doing there, Cardinals fan? Thanks for popping into the chat with us here this morning. Appreciate you being there. Don't forget, thummies up for me. We're almost to 10 thumbs up here. Getting closer. Maybe we can get a few more people here before I end the stream. Before we get on to possibly some bonus content, we will see what goes on today. All right, so card number 24 out of 28. Got to take a quick timeout here. Station identification break. Haley Deegan, NASCAR fan and Cardinals fan, 1990, with a $2 super chat. Thank you very much. Let me get you into my wheel of names for the month of September. All right. Got you in here. Let me save it. All right. Thank you very much there, Haley Deegan, NASCAR fan and Cardinals fan, 1990, for that $2 super chat. Really do appreciate you doing that. And it gets you some more entries in our September drawing. Let's see, today is the 19th, so we got 11 more days before the end of the month, and we have our drawing for the month of September. It's hard to believe that we're going to be coming up on October soon. So let me continue on here again. Pick this card back up. Card number 24 out of 28, Wally Joyner with the Kansas City Royals. Up to this point in Wally Joyner's career, he had 3 grand slams. After testing the free agent waters in 1991, Wally Joyner left the California Angels to settle in Kansas City for the 1992 season. He could scarcely have chosen better because his line drive swing is made to order for Royal Stadium AstroTurf and wide gaps. However, he found it a little easier to homer at Anaheim Stadium, where 2 of his 3 career grand slams have been hit. The first one came against the Blue Jays in his remarkable rookie year when he earned the nickname Wally World after slugging 20 home runs in the first half of the 1986 season. He waited 4 years to repeat the feat, lifting California to a 7-3 victory against the Brewers on May 27, 1990. He took his show on the road for the first career Grand Slam in the unfriendly confines of Cleveland Stadium on May 10, 1991. He sparked the Angels to a 12-2 rout of the Indians with a grand slam off Eric King in the 7th inning. So there we have it, card number 24 out of 28 with Wally Joyner of the Kansas City Royals. All right, moving on to card number 25 of 28 is Cecil Fielder. Cecil Fielder, everybody probably remembers Cecil Fielder back in the day with the Detroit Tigers. Cecil Fielder, up to this point in his career with the Tigers. Sorry, little late day, East Coast afternoon lunchtime. Oh, there we go. It's like, wow, 1:30 in the afternoon there. You just eat lunch? That's okay. Sometimes I get that way. I'm not eating lunch till 1 or 2 o'clock by the time I get done my stream and got then getting done with the different background things that I do. Sorting, preparing for my next set of mystery bags. That's another project I'm working on. So 3 years ago, Cecil Fielder made his triumphant return to the United States after re-energizing his power stroke with a 1-year stint in Japan. Whatever he did overseas, it worked. The first player to lead the American League in home runs in back-to-back seasons since Jim Rice in 1977 and 1978. Fielder fell short of the league lead in 1992, but with 35 blasts, including 2 grand slams, the Detroit Tigers' first baseman brought his 3-season average since returning to the States to 43.3 homers per year. Fielder's first slam of the season came off southpaw Matt Young in front of the Tiger Stadium faithful June 23rd and boosted Detroit to an 11-7 triumph over the Red Sox. The second came August 1st on the road, but the 2-out 7th-inning blast off Ted Power wasn't enough as the Tigers fell to the Indians 8-5. So there we have it, card number 25 out of 28, Cecil Fielder in our 1993 Denny's Grand Slam set. Moving on to card number 26 out of 28 is Kirby Puckett with the Minnesota Twins. There we go, Kirby Puckett with the Minnesota Twins. At this point in Kirby Puckett's career with the Twins, he had 3 grand slams. Kirby Puckett clubbed 123 home runs in his first 8 major league seasons, but he didn't have a grand slam to his credit until 1992. He solved that problem early in the year with a slam on May 29th against the Detroit Tigers in a 17-5 blowout at the Metrodome. He didn't have to wait as long for his second grand slam as he did for his first. 4 days later, against the 1992 World Series champion Blue Jays, Puckett broke open a scoreless tie with a shot off Juan Guzman, sending the Twins to an 11-3 triumph and send Guzman to the showers with his first loss of the season. 2 apparently weren't enough for Puckett as he struck again August 14th. His third inning blast in Seattle's cozy Kingdome contributed to the 9-6 Minnesota win. The shot also made the Gold Glove center fielder the 1992 Major Leaguer leader in grand slams with 3. So there you have it, Kirby Puckett with the Minnesota Twins. And let me catch up on the chat here real quick so I know what's going on here. We are in the future here, Donald. Do you want the lottery numbers? We're in the future here. we have some customers. We have some customers in Hawaii, and one time I told him we were 6 hours ahead, and he legit thought we were in the future. Wow, that's pretty interesting. So what did he do? Try to tell you what numbers to pick? That's interesting. Oh my word. All right, so let's move on to card number 27 out of 28 cards here on the East Coast. Oh, there we go. Are you on the East Coast, John? I thought maybe for some reason you were on the West Coast. But are you on the East Coast, John? I got to figure out where you are from. That's for sure. What state are you from there, John? Just kind of curious. I'm trying to think that house where you live. I'm trying to think where that might be located. Just kind of curious. No big deal. Don't need you to reveal what you don't want. I am on the East Coast, Maryland. Oh, okay, you're in Maryland. So that could be interesting one of these times when I come visit my family, because I am from New Jersey originally there, John. I am from New Jersey. Well, that's kind of neat. So, John, you're pretty close. I think Dearman, 2019, I think he is from Maryland himself. So let's get through these last two cards here, and we will chit-chat and talk about some other stuff. So we've got Robin Ventura with the Chicago White Sox for card number 27 of 28. Robin Ventura with the White Sox, up to this point in his career, he had 2 Grand Slams, respected as a hitter after a 58-game hitting streak in college. Few expected much more than a high average in Gold Glove defense from White Sox third baseman Robin Ventura after he hit only 5 homers in his first full season. He definitely surprised everyone with his explosive power surge in July 1991. His numbers as of July 30th, 1991 probably would have been good enough for Player of the Month honors, which he won, but apparently they weren't good enough for Ventura as he closed the month in style. Despite a solo homer early in the game from Ventura, his 11th of the month, Chicago seemed certain to go down to defeat as it trailed Texas 8-6 in the bottom of the ninth. Ventura came up again, and however the results were the same as his earlier at-bat, except that the bases were loaded for his second blast, which came off Goose Gossage and propelled Chicago to the victory. So there you have card number 27 of 28. See if I can get the angle there for the holographic picture there. So Robin Ventura with the White Sox is card number 27. And then the final card for our 28 card set is Denny Tartabull with the New York Yankees. Denny Tartabull with the New York Yankees. Up to this point in his career, he had 9 career Grand Slams for Denny Tartabull. No active American leaguer has hit more Grand Slams than Denny Tartabull. In fact, the only active major leaguer with more is Eddie Murray of the crosstown rival New York Mets in 1992, his first season with the Yankees. Tartabull endeared himself to the notoriously demanding New York fans with the 8th and 9th slams of his career, but he didn't make any friends in Milwaukee, which fell victim to both blasts. His first of the season came in May 25th, slugfest in which the Yankees beat the Brewers 13-10. The Bronx Bombers trailed 7-4 in the bottom of the 8th. 9 runs later, the tables had been turned on the Brew Crew thanks to Tartabull's slam off lefty reliever Jesse Orosco. 3 months and 1 day later, the Yankees again faced Milwaukee in the bottom of the 3rd. They loaded the bases against Bruce Ruffin, and Tartabull's 2-out swing accounted for all of New York's runs as the Yankees prevailed 4-3. So there you have it, the final card in this 28 card Grand Slam Saturday Series, Denny Tartable with the New York Yankees. So there you go. Hopefully everybody enjoyed going over that Grand Slam Saturday set here. Thanks to John Fishman. He was the one that actually inspired me to do this one. When he brought it up, it was just pure coincidence. I was like, I've been wanting to do a series on this because I have the complete Denny's Grand Slam set from 1991 through 1997. So I want to thank John for the input for the leading up to this series here. Do appreciate that, John, very much. And now I'll put that in the books, and we will have 4 more sets to go through in this series. I ate about 100 moons over hammies trying to get the set. Oh my word. So you must have ended up with a whole bunch of extras and stuff if you ate about 100 of those moons to get the complete set. Moons over my hammies. Over my hammies trying to get the set. That's a lot of Denny's meals just to collect the baseball card set. But it is a cool set. They are really unique. I only got 12 unique cards. They kept giving me Chili Davis cards. Oh, you never did. You never got. Oh, you did finally get the whole set, but you ended up getting about 12 Chili Davis. That was interesting. It was pre-internet days. I had to. That was the only way to trade and try and get the cards for the set, is just to keep going there and see what you can get next, huh? That's interesting. That is very interesting. Let me set those back there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I know that John is the only one that did read my description there. And so I just want to ask, let's see, well, we only got about 3 people watching here, so I don't have as many followers. We didn't quite make it up to the 10 likes that I was hoping. But I just want to toss some information out to you, and we'll take it from here, just so you can kind of get an idea of what I want to do for my next mystery pack set that I'm working on, and try and get feedback on how I'm thinking about putting these together. So that's what I kind of wanted to talk about in my little extra bonus time after our set here. I know John's here with me. I don't know, is Cards in My Car with R. Posada, are you here with me? Just kind of curious. And if there's anybody lurking behind, I'm gonna put up a sheet of paper right here real quick that'll list how I'm planning on laying out my the price for the mystery packs will be the same, but you'll be getting more cards in this type setup. There won't be any graded cards, but here's what I'm going to go with, okay? You need Robert here. He loves mystery packs. He would know best. Or is that Robert? Robert Posada? Yeah, I know. I wish he was here. I know he liked the way I did my last mystery pack set. So here's my guidelines, or my, I got to try and hold it here so the wind, I got my fan on to kind of give me some air circulating and stuff. So this is my thought process for my 2020 50 Years of Baseball Mystery Pack Series 2, which will include the years of 1971 through 2020. So that covers 50 years of baseball, and the reason I listed it 50 years of baseball is the mystery packs will include 40 cards of the following. So there will be 30 different year random cards, including star players, from 1971 to 2020. So that means within that 50-year range, you'll have one different card from 30 years within that 50-year span. Okay? So that means you'll have 30 different cards at least. And then I will try to see if I can get within the other remaining 10 cards that you get for 40 to try and see if we can get close to having 40 different years. But you're guaranteed at least 30. And then you'll have 5 random Hall of Fame player cards, 2 random rookie draft or prospect cards, and then you'll have 1 random short print or insert or serialized card. The hobbyist is here. How you doing there, hobbyist? Thanks for popping into the stream here. And you will get 1 relic card and then 1 autograph card. That'll be included in this 40 card mystery pack that I'm putting together for my Series 2. So it won't be another red, white, and blue series. I mean, the bags will be red, white, and blue, but it's not going to be like the original Series 1. So my Series 2, this is going to be my layout for what I will put into my listing, and then they will be for sale on my eBay channel instead of doing them on my channel. So, and every other pack will have a 1952 Bowman Mickey Mantle. I don't know about that. I wish I had a 1952 Bowman Mickey Mantle. That could be the chase card. I haven't decided for sure if I'm going to put a chase card or 2 in here. We might do a few of those. I might put some rookie Hall of Famers in there for some chase cards. But just wanted to kind of toss this out here to everybody to make sure, to see if I can get some feedback on it. So I will put I'm going to put a posting of this onto my community tab, and then I'd like people to just make comments on that, and we will kind of go from there. Sorry, the page is blowing a little bit there because my fan is on, trying to circulate the air. It did rain pretty good here yesterday, so maybe some of our smoke might slowly go away. But just wanted to kind of throw this information out there. I'm not going to add that feature like John wants, and every other pack will have a 1952 Bowman Mickey Mantle. Might have a 1952 Bowman Mickey Mantle reprint, but not an original, that's for sure. It rains in Washington? Yeah, just a little bit on occasions, but we did need the rain now so we can get rid of that smoke from the fires. The West Coast was on fire here like last week, and because of all the big fires and stuff, it kind of gave us. I've even been coughing up smoke particles, I think, from my lungs and stuff. It sure was not fun this last week in Washington. But I just wanted to kind of lay this down here. You can see that. I guess if I put it up here, you could probably see it easier. Hold it up here a little bit. You could kind of see that. That is my proposed theory. I am in the sorting process of getting this whole process set up. Hopefully I'll have these ready for release in October. Hopefully I'll have them ready and be able to release them in the month of October. So that's the plan, just in case you are wondering. So that's one of the things that I wanted to throw out. I was hoping I would have had a few more people possibly in here watching and hanging out, but that is fine. Other than that, I can't think of anything else to talk to basically for this one. I will be going back into my recording studios as soon as I have a bite of lunch to eat for today, to record some of my other content that releases up each morning at 5 a.m. I have a new video that posts up each and every day. And just so you do know, most probably by the time I get to the end of this year, I will have gotten. I'm rapidly closing in on 1,000 videos on my channel. Not that that's really a big milestone or anything, but that this kind of shows you that I do put up a lot of content on my channel. Not only my live streams for my Donald Blomdahl Hall of Fame veteran sports cards, Donald Blomdahl By God's Grace, where I share my Bible reading in my channel. But I am rapidly approaching 1,000 videos on my channel. So I will definitely be at the 1,000 video level on my channel come the end of this month. So that will be a slight milestone on my part, at least. And I do appreciate the support and all the encouragement that I get from my different types of content that I do put on my channel. But other than that, I will record some more content this afternoon, work on sorting more cards, getting things ready for my next round of mystery packs. So other than that, I know it showed. Oh, I finally did. I got it. I got my 10 thumbs up. 10 thumbs up. Do appreciate that. And appreciate those that gave me my super chats earlier today. Let me go see if I can get in here. Haley Deegan, NASCAR fan, Cardinals fan, 1990. And then John Fishman. And of course, my sweetheart, while she was over in their ladies' conference, are my three super chatters for today. Really do appreciate that. So other than that, unless there's something else some people would want to ask me in the channel before I get done here, I will finish up the stream. And I will show you my different, I'll call it like an oddball type t-shirt I'm wearing today. And I'm not wearing a baseball cap. I'm not following baseball so much this year, but I do like our Seattle Mariners when they're not doing what a lot of the football teams are doing. I have a bunch of oddball t-shirts. Well, this is an oddball t-shirt. It is baseball related though. And for those that are familiar with my area where I'm from, you might recognize the team that is on here. It is I live in Arlington, Washington. The next town south of us is Marysville, and then the next town south of Marysville is Everett, Washington, and this is where this baseball team plays. That's on my t-shirt here. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera around real quick, get ready to do my signature sign off. This is Donald Blomdahl, Hall of Fame veteran, sports cards and collectibles, having been live to you from Arlington, Washington. As you can see, I have my Seahawks. For anybody that knows the Seahawk chant. Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is an awesome quarterback. And they did win their first game last Sunday. We'll see if they can go 2-0 this coming Sunday. They're playing a home game here in Seattle. So hopefully everything is fine with that now. It looks like the weather's cleared up. The smoke has pretty much parsed its way out. So we are doing good there. Yeah, sports are getting ridiculous to watch. Exactly. I don't watch the Seahawks as much as I did before. Every Sunday, me and my daughter likes football. She plays fantasy football with her coworkers and stuff. So she likes to follow football that way. And she'll watch the games and so that she can see her players that are on her fantasy team. But here's my t-shirt I'm wearing today. Just thought I'd share this one with you. The Everett Aqua Sox. The Everett Aqua Sox. That is our local professional baseball leagues. You know, you got single, double, and triple A baseball. But this is the Everett Aqua Sox, our local. Of course, they're not playing this year. They're not having the professional ball players playing. But yeah, John says, awesome team logo. Yeah. So this is kind of like an oddball Saturday here where I got the Everett Aqua Sox and the Seattle Seahawks baseball card cap, just to kind of mix things up a little bit here today. But do appreciate everybody that comes and supports me in the channel. It's fun each and every day that I do this. I will be having 2 days off. My wife was off yesterday, today, tomorrow's Sunday. Her normal day off is Monday when I'm usually not working. I will be back on Tuesday for my live stream, although my wife is off that day too. Her schedule kind of has been changing since going back to work when she went back to work. And so they adjust her days off some, but she always gets her Sunday, Monday off for sure. But so this has been Donald Blumdahl, Hall of Fame veteran, sports cards and collectibles, having been live to you from Arlington, Washington. And we will see you all around the channels between now and Tuesday when I do come back with my next live stream with our player biography. Haven't decided which player I want to do yet, but it will be one that is on my list of players that people have sent my way. You can go to my community tab where I ask if you do want me to do any player biographies. We are done with the team series, but now we're doing that new the lessons or the lectures on Thursdays for the baseball series I'm doing on. It's a half-hour lecture each and every episode on Thursdays. That'll cover us through almost to the, I think, through the end of the year or right up to the end of the year. There's 24 lessons there. We'll be having lesson number 3 or lecture number 3 coming up this next Thursday. We'll have our Topps baseball card set. I believe it is next week is going to be 2006 baseball card set. Almost forgot which one it was. I got to sort the 2005 set that I got sitting on the shelf back here. And then we will do 2006 next week. And then, of course, our Hall of Fame Fridays. I briefly went over that. We will have 10 Hall of Fame players next week for our Hall of Fame Fridays. But we will continue through. And anytime I do get a family mail call package, that will be shared in the channel too. So without further ado, we're at almost the hour-and-a-half mark. Good Saturday stream. Appreciate everybody showing up here. And until then, this is Donald Blumdahl, Hall of Fame veteran, sports cards and collectibles, signing off for today. You all have a great and wonderful weekend. And we will see you again on Tuesday morning for our next live stream. Take care. Lord bless you. And have a blessed Sunday tomorrow in God's house. Bye now. Take care.